Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Menti, and this is episode 42 of the Black Sun Syndicate Squadron Shootout. In this episode, we've got the Spirit of 76 by Faram 4 going up against the Despair Crew by Kaz. This is a primary round match, so no eliminations will be happening. We'll go ahead and get this underway. So immediately see a lot of shells flying out from the Spirit of 76, impacting with the Despair Crew's vessels here, mostly on the Annihilator. And no, that's not a P3 Eagle. That is not a P3 Eagle game. Stalker is returning fire as well. Oh, the P3 Eagles have apparently been hit and shot down. Or at least this one has. The other one's damaged as well, but I'm not sure where it is at the moment. There it is. Yeah, they are both badly damaged. And that one is 2 damaged. That one is at 66%, but not despawning yet. Probably won't be too long though. Little things like that don't take hits well. Oh, and there it goes. That'll be it. 2 damaged. It is now despawning. The Spirit of 76 seems to be splitting their fire. The Yorktown here is firing on the Stalker, while the Independence is firing on the Annihilator over there. We've got the Ticonderoga, or actually, I'm not sure if that's the Yorktown or the Ticonderoga. But it's one of those two. But the Despair Crew seems to be focusing their fire mostly on the Independence. There's been some damage to the Yorktown and Ticonderoga, but it's very minor. Whereas the Independence is getting heavily damaged. Torpedoes or missiles? They were leaving trails as if they were missiles when they were in the air. No, they're torpedoes. Okay. The Annihilator is getting pretty far out there. It needs to turn around and come back, or it may end up getting itself disqualified. Oh, some big explosions on the side of the Independence there. Maybe some torpedo hits. The Stalker or the Dregion, whichever one this is getting hit pretty heavily now. The blocks are cascading off of it. It's getting absolutely chewed up by the high rate of fire of the Spirit of 76, but as of right now, it's a 5-point match in favor of the Despair Crew. Well, 5 percentage points match. The Independence is getting hit pretty hard as well, but it's surviving. I wouldn't say it's holding up, but it's surviving for now. It's taking damage, but basically tanking the shots for the rest of its team while they do work. But you can see that the Independence has a lot of wood in its construction, whereas the no, that's not the Independence. The Stalker has a lot of stone. It's stone and metal. It is much more durable. But it seems like the spare crew are focusing fire for the most part, while the Spirit of 76 are kind of splitting their fire. And I'm not sure that's the best strategy here, because these vessels seem pretty durable, and if you don't knock one out, if you don't disable them and knock them out by splitting your fire like that, and you get one of your ships focused fired down, that's going to cause a severe HP deficit. And it seems like the Despair crew's lead is slowly expanding. Shells are raining down on the Independence here. And raining beside. It has gotten really low in the water and it's low on hit points. But thanks to its mostly wooden construction, it's actually not sinking. Not 80% sinking yet. Oh, looks like some blocks just fell off of either the Ticonderoga or the Yorktown. It must be the Ticonderoga since it's losing hit points. Looks like it is getting hit by a pretty steady stream of shells from either the Stalker or the Dredgeon. But it doesn't actually seem like it's taking much in the way of damage, even though it is getting consistently hit. The blocks aren't falling off very quickly. Yeah, the Despair crew's lead is widening moment by moment. I would attribute that to the focus fire on the flagship, because the more damage this takes, like the lower its health gets, the bigger the impact. You know, it looks like the Ticonderoga is gaining disqualification time. It is too far away and moving away. And it is under fire, so if it gets shot down, which I think it may have, I'm going to go ahead and pause so I can move over here more quickly. Nope, it's still in the air. But if it gets shot down in this situation, it will almost certainly get disqualified. But it seems like it may be having trouble turning. No, it's turning just fine. But it is out of range, but now it is heading back towards the opponent, so its timer has stopped. Alright, I'm gonna go see what's going on over here, because there seems to be a pretty heavy firefight going on over here, judging by the blocks falling, and there's 3 ships together. It is a very pitched battle here. There's a lot of damage on both sides. So far, the Despair crew is in the lead. But the gap did close up a little. If they manage to kill the Independence, though, that lead will expand to very significant margins. This surface skimming airship here actually in the water now. Which is going to put a damper on its effectiveness for sure. This battle is just so spread out, and there's so much going on, and it's all advanced cannon, so it's hard to keep track of all the stuff that's happening. The tracers are really hard to see against the blue of the water. Well, it looks like the airship here is having a bit of trouble keeping itself aloft. It's rolling to one side, but it's actually staying. It seems like it's maintaining altitude, but it is definitely rolling heavily. It's probably lost some propellers on this side somewhere. But it is maintaining. Oh, there's a bunch of blocks falling over there. Let's go see what's going on. Looks like the Dredgion is under fire from both the Ticonderoga and the Yorktown. Or maybe just one of the two. Nope, it's both of them. See, it's so hard to see the tracers. Since they're all kinetic rounds, you can't see any explosions or anything. It's hard to tell what's going on. This is a very close match, though the spare crew still have the advantage. They're still in the lead. Oh, and one thing I should mention is Wootness believes the issue with the hit point display being inaccurate has been fixed. It was not taking in sub-objects into account, because he said apparently they're stored in the blueprint in the same way that sub-vehicles are stored when you use a sub-vehicle spawner on a spawn stick, and that was messing with the calculation he had. Or something. I'm not entirely sure. It's way too technical for me. I'm not a programmer. These airships are taking a lot of damage and still staying in the air. Where is the Stalker and the Dredgion? I'm not sure. This is the Stalker here. Are still flying, still mobile, still fighting. Despite being at 67% for the Stalker and 80% for the Dredgion. The Independence is getting very low on hit points, but is surviving so far. With how fast it was losing hit points early on, I thought it would have despawned by now, but I think the spare crew changed their targets once it got damaged. Which isn't a bad idea on their part, because this thing is pretty much disabled. It can't really fight. And they already have a hit point lead, so there isn't all that much of a need for them to finish it off. Though that lead is actually narrowing quite a bit. It's all of a sudden it's only a 2% two hit point percent game. That's a very sudden shift there. And the Annihilator way out there and in gaining disqualification time. It is very far. Oh man, if that gets disqualified and detonated, that is going to be a decisive factor in determining the outcome of this match. Because it is very close right now. Losing its flagship would be a mortal blow for the spare crew here. Hopefully it gets itself turned around and coming back into the fight. Let's go take a look at it, check it out. It seems to be turning around. It won't be long now before it is considered approaching and its timer should stop. Actually, it looks like it already has. Okay, let's go back over here. Suddenly it's only a 1.5% match. There's only 2.5 minutes left in the battle. It's very difficult to tell who's going to win. And there goes the dog. Hey, that's enough. Shush. It's okay. No, that's enough. Silly dog. Oh, it looks like the Stalker is coming down now, or is this the Dredgeon? It's I can't tell. It's the Stalker, and it looks like it might crash right on top of the Independence. Don't do that, you're gonna crash the game. Oh, just barely missed. Oh, there's a leaf blower outside. That's why the dog's barking. Oh, Stalker seems to have managed to just barely catch itself before it hit the water, and oh, nope, there it goes. It is in the water. Man, this is a really close fight. Minute and 45 seconds left on the clock right now. There's a 73.2 to 74.3% victory match. Somebody somewhere needs to do something. Looks like both sides are battered, beaten, and bruised, and not fighting anywhere near as effectively as they did in the beginning. It's a 0.6% match right now, going into the last minute and 15 seconds. Oh man, this is getting a little intense. Oh, and the Spirit of 76 tied it up and actually takes the lead. They got some repairs off. Oh man, right at the last minute, the Spirit of 76 jumps into the lead. The endurance of their vessels proving to be a little bit better, or perhaps just the firepower. I'm not sure, but whatever the reason, it is. The Spirit of 76 now has a 1% lead. And I'll do some quick checks to make sure that, within being this close, I'm going to do some quick checks to make sure that the mod's hit point calculation is actually correct. But, yep, in the last moments, the Spirit of 76 have gained a multiple percentage lead here. And oh, we have a collision going on. Man, that is an absolute storm of shells coming from that vessel over there. I wonder if things slowed down because maybe they're belt fed and they were reloading, and then they came back and they're just bursting everything down at the home stretch here. 5 seconds. And time. That is it. By the UI, the Spirit of 76 has won. But let's check the Dredgeon here. 69.31 out of 11.21. So that's, I would say that's probably about 65%. Oh hey, it's 62.3%. But let's go ahead and it just lost a block. It's doing that thing again. Let's go ahead and real quick. 69.30 divided by 11128. 62.2%. Well, that's rounding error. Okay, let's double check another vessel here. Let's check the Independence. Where is the Independence? Is this the Independence or is this? Nope, that's not the Independence. Where is the Independence? I have no idea where the Independence is. Oh, right. It was under this flag, the airship. I forgot. Okay, so I'm going to unpause real quick just to grab the Independence. So we have 82.53 divided by 13.921. Double check. 13.921 is 59%. Yeah. It looks like the hit point issue has been solved because that is a correct reading for the most part. Off basically rounding error that is off. So yeah, congratulations for Round 4. Your Spirit of 76 has emerged victorious in round 1 of this battle. It's like with those two calculations being pretty much spot on and only being off by rounding error, I'm willing to have faith in Wootness saying that the issue has been fixed there, for sure. It's looking good. Alright, so let's go ahead and get round 2 underway here. Once again, we've got the shells going off on the Annihilator from the Spirit of 76. I don't actually... oh, no, there are some shells. It's just a crisscross of cannon fire. I think part of the reason why... oh, well, no, these little P3 Eagles are taking a lot of the fire early on. They're basically little distraction ships. They are doing... this one is doing quite well at distracting things. Oh, now it's taking some hits. Now it's getting shredded. The tracking caught up with it and now it is going down. It will not live much longer. The other, its brother down there, sister, sibling, whatever you want to say, also is gone. That is it for those little guys. And the Independence is getting slammed on again. It's losing a huge chunk of hit points, and once again, the Despair crew is taking an early lead. But they did not manage the endurance test in the previous round and ended up losing at the last moment. So I wonder if that's going to happen again, or if they're going to manage to pull out a victory here and cause us to go to a round 3. What they should probably do is keep their focus fire going on the Independence and actually kill it off. I said before that that wasn't a bad strategy for them to switch targets, but if they had actually focused the Independence down and killed it, they would have won. Like, it would have been without a doubt a victory for them. There's not really a whole lot to say. It's looking very much like the first battle. Actually, no, it's not, because the Spirit of 76 is actually in the lead. They've taken that early lead back. So far, nobody's gained any disqualification time, but this is the Dredgion. Seems to be having a little bit of trouble with lift, and ooh, big explosion. Something important just got hit, probably an ammo barrel. Oh yeah, the Spirit of 76 are actually taking a commanding lead now at this point. Whatever they're doing this time, it seems like they're focusing on the airships this time rather than on the Annihilator. Well, no, they're splitting their fire just like they always are. All three ships are relatively evenly damaged. They're just, I guess they're being more effective at it this go around. Because that seems to be really the only difference, is that the spare crew is much lower in hit points than they were in the previous round. Because the Independence is still just as badly damaged as it was before. But the Yorktown and Ticonderoga are, you know, they've taken a few hits here and there, it seems like, but nothing major. Now one of the airships for the Despair crew has been shot down, is going to hit the water. Very early on in this fight. Perhaps in the previous battle, the Independence lost more of its weaponry, because it was just firing, but now it seems to not be. Oh, there goes a shot. There's a few more, so yeah. Oh, that is this turret on top of the airship here. This is the Dredgion, was spraying out some shells. It looks like it is, yeah, it is damaged. These 76mm shells from the, I believe they're 76mm. I think Param4 mentioned that on the forums. I could be mistaken though. But these shells are ripping up airship. I don't know how much longer it's going to be able to stay in the air, being constantly under that fire. And it's like all three of the vessels on the Despair crew are quickly losing hit points. The Spirit of 76 has a very commanding hit point lead, though, but the Ticonderoga is apparently out of range. Not sure where it is. You can see one of the vessels here. That's probably the Yorktown. Oh, the Ticonderoga has sunk, it looks like. Oh no! If it doesn't come back up quick, it's going to get disqualified, and that is going to be a huge, huge change in the outcome of this battle. Losing a nearly full health ship to disqualification is terrible. Oh, it's coming up now. Maybe got some repairs in. Yeah, it is no longer being getting disqualification time due to sinking. And it is coming up out of the water. Oh, that was close though. 49 seconds out of 60. That is dangerously close to disqualification. It cannot afford to do that again. Oh, and it has breached like a whale, and it, man, oh, but it is going to step in front of the bullets meant for the enemy and take some big shots and possibly go back down and get itself disqualified now. Oh man, that friendly fire hurt. That hurt bad. It doesn't seem to be sinking under the... Oh, nope, no, it is going down. So it is probably going to get itself disqualified here. Which will very much even up this battle hit point wise, but functional vessel wise, seems to me like the Spirit of 76 have far more operable weapons and are just in generally better shape. The split fire of the Spirit of 76 this time working very well for it. Oh, and it seems the Stalker has been AI deaded and is despawning. So even if the Ticonderoga does get itself disqualified, which it's looking like it is getting very close to doing, the loss of the Stalker will make up that difference. It's pretty deep down here. It looks like it should be... Oh, it is getting disqualification time. Okay. It is going to detonate any moment here. Goodbye, Ticonderoga. Kaboom. Does it show the rest of the graph if I go underwater? Yeah, okay. Ooh, the Dredgeon is very close, very close to dying itself. I want to see if it hits 2 damage right at the 55% mark. But I have faith in Wootness's mod now. And oh, something else just blew up. I think that's where the Stalker was. Maybe it has a tactical nuke on board so that when it dies, it blows up spectacularly. 55.2. No 2 damage. 55.1. 55. And yep. Oh, wow. It went off right on time. So yeah, it definitely seems like that issue has been fixed because there are missing turrets on this craft. So, yep, that has been fixed. Excellent. Thank you, Lutenus. All that is left of the Despair crew here is the Annihilator. And it looks like the Annihilator's weapons have been annihilated. It has nothing left to fight with. Oh, well, it looks like it's shooting out some missiles, maybe, or torpedoes. They look damaged as well. Oh, some big explosions happening over here. Either some ammo's going up or maybe... Oh, no, those are torpedo strikes. Explosive damage is very effective underwater. Once the Yorktown and Independence move in on the Annihilator, and looks like the Yorktowns are, or the Independence is already firing on it. But I do not expect it. Well, it looks like a lot of the shells are actually missing. They're skipping off the water and going over it. Because it has a very low freeboard here. Are any hitting on the underside? Doesn't look like it. I don't see any. Oh, wait, there's some. Okay, I was just looking in the wrong spot. Yep, definitely landing some shots. Blocks are falling off. Those torpedo strikes will probably continue to be, will likely continue to be effective. Oh, the Independence is, yeah, it is moving away, and it is too far. It may be too damaged to make the turn. And it is currently the one firing most of the shots. There's just an absolute spray of shells here, but it's looking like the Independence may get disqualified here because it is not turning. It may be too damaged, has no control over itself. So yeah, the Independence is also going to go down to a disqualification detonation. Boom! And suddenly the Despair crew is in the lead. But let's face it here, with no weapons and 2 minutes, the Yorktown is probably going to change that. Yorktown needs to just park beside it and whale away. Firing, Yorktown, what are you doing? Oh, is that an... Oh, AI dead. That's why it stopped firing. Good save there, Yorktown. Good save. Right at the end. Just ran out of materials, too. So, yeah, that is it. The Despair crew by Kaz has been defeated by for Spirit of 76. And two very, very close matches. This one was only close in the end, honestly. The Spirit of 70, the Despair crew took that early lead, but then the Spirit of 76 got it back and then just kept it and wailed away. But yeah, congratulations from 4. You're moving on to the next round of the primary bracket. My condolences, Kaz. You're going down to the secondaries. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the battlefield.